We gave the go for relocation. The Russian flight control team initiated the undocking commands to open up the hooks and latches. Physical separation, the undocking occurred at 2:13 p.m. Central Time over the South Pacific.
Separation is smooth. The sky gives a good visual of the docking port and diameter lens screen. We copy. Four cells relative to the docking port and one cell relative to the target.
Open the page, the new one. Yeah.
Можете приступать к выполнению ВИПШа.
Хорошо.
Okay.
Готовый ВИПШ.
I'm ready.
По большому диаметру стыковочного агрегата.
Launched just 12 days ago from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Docked to the International Space Station just 10 days ago, the Soyuz TMA-19 under the call sign of Olympus, flying free once again under the control of Soyuz Commander Fyodor Yurchikhin in the center section of the Soyuz, seated in his launch and entry suit with Shannon Walker to his left and Doug Wheelock to his right. Undocking from the aft end of the service module occurred at 2:13 p.m. Central Time. This view now from the Soyuz. Looking back at the aft end of the Zvezda service module, will begin a lateral flyover from left to right a short time from now. Yurchikhin reported that the aft port of the Zvezda service module had no debris following the undocking that occurred an hour and 15 minutes behind schedule due to a latching problem with one of the solar arrays on the U.S. segment of the International Space Station. Once the array was repositioned and latched in place, everything proceeded normally. The green light was given for relocation, and undocking occurring again at 2:13 p.m. Central Time.
Program 3 is on. 22, 50, and 30 program 3 was activated. And you sent all the commands for the probe extension, right? Shannon?
Command. Yeah.
Affirmative. Two cells relative to the docking port break-in.
S-15.
S-15, 22, 18, 10. And I'm selecting roll. Approximately inaudible. I can see here. And now S-17.
Хорошо.
S-16. And
Yes, okay.
SSF confirmed. LEDs on. Copy.
J3 нужно?
Do I need to send J3?
The Soyuz TMA-19 backing out to a distance of about 40 meters behind the aft end of the Zvezda service module.
Shannon, please say it again.
Beginning a roll maneuver as they station keep prior to the translation from left to right, a lateral translation that will take about 10 minutes to complete, to place the Soyuz directly behind the new Rosviet module.
Roll maneuver is complete. Copy.
Flight Director Bob Dempsey once again polling his flight control team to get a go for redocking. The redocking now expected to occur around 2:38 p.m. Central Time, perhaps a few minutes earlier than that.
Around, yes. Affirmative.
This maneuver today by Yurchikhin, Walker, and Wheelock sets the stage for the launch of the ISS Progress 38 resupply craft, the unpiloted cargo ship that was rolled out to its launch pad at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan earlier today. It is now erect vertically on the launch pad, hooked up for final servicing prior to its scheduled launch on Wednesday at 10:35 a.m. Central Time, setting the Progress on a 2-day journey to the International Space Station for docking to that same aft port of Zvezda, just vacated by the Soyuz. The Progress docking on Friday scheduled at about 11:58 a.m. Central Time. Yurchikhin at the controls now beginning his lateral translation, which will move the Soyuz from directly behind the aft end of the service module to directly behind the Rosviet module for precise alignment of the forward docking port, and a period of just a few minutes of station keeping before final approach is initiated for contact and capture to Rosviet.
We are standing by for completing the edited maneuver by ISS. Yes, we can monitor the ISS thrusters firing. At approximately the range of inaudible. I'm braking. I'm pulling back slightly. Yes, I have very good visual. We're aligned with the docking port. Slightly more than 2 cells. I am braking the closing rate, and I am working with the hand controllers. And I trimmed the roll. Copy. Shannon, next command, program 3, G5.
To illustrate the criticality of latching the solar arrays in place, which delayed us for about an hour and 15 minutes today in the relocation activities, you can see the after effects of the undocking of the Soyuz and the deflection that those arrays incur, even though they are latched in place. One of the reasons why it is so critical to have the arrays correctly oriented and latched in place for structural security. The visiting vehicle officer, Richard Parker, here in the flight control room, now reports to Flight Director Bob Dempsey that Yurchikhin has begun the lateral fly-around from directly behind the aft port of Zvezda to a position directly behind the Rosviet module.
Yes, Shanghai SL
D9, rod extension command has been sent. Rod is extended. Copy that. Olympus, please continue with periodic reporting. Slightly more than 2 cells relative to the docking port diameter. And I gained the rate for separation. I am attenuating it from time to time. We copy that.
An excellent view of the Soyuz TMA-19 moving laterally from left to right to precisely align itself with the Rosviet module of the International Space